trading the stock market, you're going to need at least $25,000 to day trade every single day. Now, there are ways to get around that, which, I'll probably talk about that later, but for the most part, you're going to need $25,000, right? Now, the next option you have is Forex. Forex, you don't need that much money. You probably need maybe $10. You can start with $10. You can start with $100, $500, okay? If you want to trade the futures market, it's a little bit more, but it's still not a lot, okay? Maybe you're talking about $500 to $1,000, okay? And if you trade the options, again, a lot of people maybe start with maybe, I don't know, $2,000, $3,000. Now, if you want to trade stocks, trading options is probably a way to get around the PDT rule, but at the same time, you still can't day trade like you want, okay? You still are dealing with the PDT rule. So a lot of people start with the futures market or the Forex market, and that's what I'm trading right now, okay? I'm trading the futures market and I'm trading NASDAQ, which is the index. If you're trading Forex or futures, what I'm seeing for the most part, people are starting with either around $500 to $2,000. Of course, the more you have, the better it is. But at the same time, it really doesn't matter if you are a beginner, because you really don't want to put too much in your trading account, because you're not going to, risk a lot in the beginning. Now, since you know how much you can start with, okay, what is the best strategy to trade the market? This is another, common question I get. What's the best strategy? Listen, guys, when it comes to trading, there isn't the best, okay? Because everything is based on you. It's based on your personality, how it fits you. So you can just test out a lot of different strategies to see which one fits you, okay? What I trade, for the most part, I'm using supply and demand, support and resistance, right, as my levels. I'm also looking at the context of the market. So let's say that you are using supply and demand as your main, levels that you're looking at every single day, and you're looking for the trend, okay? So let's say that's your strategy, okay? Now, once you have your strategy, what you need to do is you need to back test that strategy. So let me go to the chart real quick. So right here, we are on the chart, okay? And again, let's say that your strategy is based on looking at the trend. So right here, we have the market going up, right? So we know that the market is in an uptrend. So now we're looking for a key level, which is demand, because we are going up, right? And if you don't know anything about supply and demand, I do have a lot of videos on my channel about supply and demand, so check that out. Now, the market made a nice aggressive move to the upside, okay? So we are looking for the market to pull back to your key level, because when you're trading the market, guys, you need key levels, because you don't want to randomly buy or randomly sell. You want to look for key levels, okay? So right here, we have a key level. Now, once it hit that key level, how are we going to get in the market, okay? We can have multiple ways to get in the market, okay? Right here, I see a nice bullish bar, so we can have that as one way to get in the market, right? And also, we can have another way, like a double bottom or a nice rejection bar, okay? So the next step is, once you have a strategy, okay, you have to go and back test the strategy. So I want you to back test the strategy, because once you back test the strategy, you are going to get comfortable with the strategy. You are going to get familiar with the strategy. And once you get it down packed to the point where you feel comfortable, the next step is the demo account. Now, there are a lot of demo accounts. Again, if you're trading Forex, just go on Google, type in, Forex demo accounts. You have brokers like Oanda. And if you're dealing with futures, same thing. Go on Google, type in futures demo account. A lot of them pop up, okay? So after that, you open up a demo account, and this is how you are actually going to trade the market, okay? You need a broker. So your broker is going to supply you with a demo account. Now, what is a demo account? A demo account is an account that allows you to trade the live markets with fake money or paper money. So you're not risking any money at all. So let's go back to the first question. The first question is, how much do you need to actually start day trading? And honestly, the answer is zero, because you can open up a demo account and you can just start practicing without any money, which is a good thing. So please do not take that for granted. So the next question I get from new traders is, what time during the day should I trade? Now, the answer is, you should trade during the session open, okay? So if you're trading Forex, different pairs, right? You want to trade during the session opens. If the open is around 8 a.m. Eastern time, that's New York time. If you're in London, 3 a.m. Eastern time, that is when you want to get in the market. Now, if you're trading futures, you're looking for a 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. If you're trading the indices, now if you're trading gold, that's around 8 a.m., 8:15 a.m. Eastern time. Now, if you're trading stocks, same thing, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. The reason why you want to wait for the session to open is because that's when all the volume comes in, okay? You don't want to trade a market that's moving slow and really doesn't have a lot of movement. The reason why you should wait for the market to open is because you have a lot of movement, have a lot of volume, big plays on in the market, so you can actually get in and get out and make your profits. Now, since we know what time to trade, okay, how long should we trade? Because this is a very good question, because a lot of people think that you should trade all day just because you are a day trader. No, you should have a schedule. So my schedule is 9:30 to 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that I'm trading all the way from 9:30 all the way to 12 p.m. Eastern time. No, it means that, okay, I'm looking for opportunities around that time. Some days I might get an opportunity at 10 o'clock. Some days, you know, it might be almost right at the open, or some days I might have to wait until 11 o'clock or 11:30 to actually get my first trade. So usually what I'm looking at is, all right, if I see a good opportunity, maybe I take a trade or two and I'm done for the day. So if I'm done for the day, let's say I have one good trade at 10:30 and I'm done. I'm not gonna look at the market all the way to 12 p.m. because pretty much I made, you know, good enough money for the day and I'm done. A lot of people, what they do is they overtrade and they trade too much. And a lot of times, if you do that, you're gonna lose back the profits that you made early in the morning. So it's best to have a schedule, stick to that schedule, but don't try to trade all day. Now, the next common question is, what is the best time frame to trade? And honestly, guys, there's no such thing as best when it comes to the market. It's whatever fits you, okay? Me personally, I love the 5-minute chart. I believe the 5-minute chart is a nice sweet spot when it comes to day trading. Some people use the 1-minute chart, some people use the 15-minute chart, but from my experience, the 5-minute chart is a very good chart to start with. So I would start with the 5-minute chart. I look at the 5-minute levels. I look at the 5-minute chart for my trends. And also you can look at the higher time frame, like the 60-minute chart or the 4-hour chart for your levels too. So to me, the 5-minute chart is probably a good time frame to start with. Now, the next common question I get is, you know, how much should I risk per trade? Okay, so a lot of people will tell you a percentage. Me personally, I don't really go by percentage. I usually go by a dollar amount. So whatever you feel comfortable risking or losing per trade. Okay, usually if you're trading, guys, I don't care if you have a 100K account. If you're trading, you don't want to risk 1%, which is, you know, $1,000. You don't want to do that, guys. You want to risk as small as possible. So if you could risk $10 a trade, do that. If you could risk $20 a trade, do that. Maybe $30 a trade. To me, that's the best way to go, because if you risk as small as possible, you're not going to damage yourself. Because think about it, if you're starting something new, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Why do you want to make those mistakes with big money? You don't. So in my opinion, go as small as possible and start from there. Now, the next question I get is, you know, how many markets should I trade, or what market should I trade? Me personally, I trade the NASDAQ, right? And, you know, that's my main market, but sometimes I do look at maybe 4 markets. So it all depends on you, right? Test it out to see which one, you know, fits you. A lot of times it's probably good to look at other markets, because sometimes maybe, you know, one market or the market that you're looking at is not giving you a clear picture, but the other markets are giving you a clear picture. So it's best to maybe sometimes have multiple markets. So test it out to see which one fits you. Now, here's another common question that I get all the time. How long will it take me to actually become a good day trader? And guys, it all depends, okay? It depends on you. It depends on your dedication level. It depends on your motivation. It depends on if the strategy fits you. It depends on, are you a quick learner? Are you a fast learner? Because me personally, I'm a slow learner, so it took me a long time. But you might be a quick learner, so you might actually become a good trader, you know, much quicker. So it all depends, guys. Trust me, it's not a black and white answer. You know, some people, you know, overall, you know, it could take 6 months or 9 months, and some people might take years. Most people it's going to take years, but for the most part, guys, don't worry about how long it's going to take you. The most important part you have to understand is, you know, let me follow my rules and do the right thing. Because for the most part, a lot of people get the strategy down pat, right? Maybe in a couple of months or so. But the thing that they really struggle with is controlling their emotions, right? You're dealing with fear, you're dealing with greed, okay? So those emotions are going to just, you know, mess you up every single day when you're trading, okay? Especially when you're trading live money. So you gotta get used to that first. So a lot of people struggle with that in the beginning. So honestly, that's why a lot of people take a long time when it comes to trading. Now, let's talk about a couple of things that's gonna help you with your trading career. You have to take notes of everything, okay? I don't care if it's your behavior, if it's your trades, everything, okay? Because everything is going to count. The reason why you want to track your behavior is because maybe if you feel like you're too tired, every time you're tired, you notice that I'm losing too much or I'm losing a lot. Well, that's good information. So you have to write down, you know, how you felt that day. Were you sleepy, tired? Did you have an argument with your girlfriend or boyfriend? Things like that. Believe it or not, it matters when you're day trading, okay? So track that and also track your trades, figure out why you're losing, why you're winning, and then learn from your mistakes. Have your mistakes right in front of you when you're about to trade so you can look at the mistakes so you won't repeat those mistakes over and over and over. Now, the next thing you need to understand, guys, when it comes to trading is a probability game. So you will lose, right? Most traders lose around 50%, 60%. Don't worry about that, guys. Okay, understand that losing is part of the game. The best thing you can do when it comes to trading is just follow your strategy, and that's it. Okay, now the next thing is, once you get good at day trading, I want you to start paying yourself, because a lot of people, what they do is they build up their trading account, right? They make money, but they lose it because maybe they get too cocky. They say, okay, this trade right here, I know for a fact it's going to work. And guess what? They risk too much on that trade and they lose all their profits. So it's best to pay yourself. It could be every day, it could be every other day, or it could be every week, right? Just pay yourself, because what's going to happen is once you pay yourself, let's say you do make a mistake, well, you have money on the side to actually put back in your trading account. So you always want to pay yourself, because trust me, I made that mistake. I'm quite sure some of you guys that's watching this, you made that mistake too. So pay yourself, because it's going to help you in the long run. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Those were pretty much all the common questions that I usually get from new day traders. So this video is definitely going to help you get started when it comes to day trading and, you know, just understanding the market. If you want to look at more strategy videos, I do have a lot of those videos on my channel, so check that out. And also, if you want to take your trading to the next level, I also have a trading program in the description, so check that out too. Now, if you have any questions, comment below, because I try to answer all your guys' questions. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Thanks for your time, and please have a great day.